You've been doing the single crochet since the first time someone handed you a hook. It's the first stitch many of us learn, and because of that, it's also the one we never go back and examine. Here's the thing. If your tension is uneven, if your rows are wavy or tight on one side, if your fabric curls when you know it shouldn't, the single crochet is where it starts. It's not your yarn, it's not your hook, and it's not the stitch itself. So today we're going to fix it from the ground up. Hey there, bestie. I'm Michelle with YesMichelle Crochets. And as your crochet bestie, I am here to help you build a fiber arts foundation that actually makes sense. This is the Cozy Encyclopedia, and it's episode 4. So far, we've covered the slip knot, the chain, and the slip stitch. Today, we're moving into the single crochet, and we are going deeper than just the how-to of it all. We're going to get into the why. So let's get started. The single crochet is the foundation stitch of our fiber arts. It's the shortest working stitch in standard crochet. It's taller than a slip stitch, but shorter than every other stitch that comes after it. When you see the abbreviation SC in any pattern, that's what it means. The single crochet builds a dense, sturdy fabric. Blankets, amigurumi, dishcloths, washcloths, structured bags. If the pattern calls for a tight, even fabric with real body, the single crochet is almost always doing that work. And because it's so foundational, how you make it shapes everything else you will ever crochet. Now, let's look at what this stitch actually is part by part. When you work a single crochet, you are making 2 pulls and creating 2 loops of action inside one stitch. Now, that sounds simple, but understanding each one is what gives you control over your tension. The first pull is your insertion. You push your hook under the 2 loops at the top of the stitch below. The V you see when you look down at your work. Both loops. That V is the stitch's crown, and going under both is what gives you that clean, flat top edge you see in a finished single crochet fabric. Once your hook is through, you wrap your yarn over the hook from the back to the front, or from the front to the back, however you create your crochet. And then you pull that loop back through that insertion point. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. That first loop is what you just pulled through. It's called your working loop. That second pull is the completion. You yarn over again and pull through both loops on your hook in one motion. That closes the stitch. What remains on your hook is the start of your next stitch. And what you just made sitting in the row below, that's the completed V. That's your single crochet, just like that. 2 legs, 1 crown. That's the anatomy of every single crochet you will ever make. In written patterns, the single crochet is abbreviated as SC. You will occasionally see it written as DC in older UK patterns, and that's not a typo. In UK terminology, what we call a single crochet is called a double crochet. It's the same stitch in a different name, and that mismatch can trip people up all the time. If a UK pattern seems to be working at a height that doesn't exactly match what you're expecting, check whether the terms are flipped. I'm going to show you how to construct a correct and properly tensioned single crochet. First, we're starting with a chain. And here, let's count our chains. This is something we've done before, but I want to make sure we're on the same page all together. Remember, this is our working loop where our hook would naturally be, and we're counting backwards from our working loop. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's make another chain. This is number 10, and we need to have a turning chain, which we'll call 11 for this conversation. In order to set up those single crochets, I'm going to turn to the back bump. And this one bar is going to represent those V's we spoke about earlier. So we're going to slip under that bar, bring our yarn over the hook, pull through, and that's going to give us the 2 loops I spoke about earlier. We're going to yarn over the hook, pull it through both of those loops. We just created our first chain. Let's look at that again. We're going into that bar representative of those 2 lines of V. We're going to pull our yarn through. Now we've got 2 loops. We're pulling through again, and that's the single crochet. I'm going to finish this silently and allow you to practice your single crochets. Now let's count those. We should have 10. And here we go with the first one. It's a little open, but this is our first single. Or better still, let's count back from our working loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's that final one, which is 10. Now, I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. As I previously described to you when making a single crochet, you're slipping under the V, pushing through, grabbing the working yarn, pulling it through to create 2 loops. Your yarn is going over the top of that hook again. You're pulling through both loops. Single crochet created. Let's look at it again. And again, just so you get a better view of it. There's that V right there. We're going to push under both legs of the V, grab the working yarn, pull through. 1, 2 is our loops. Yarn over hook, pull through 1, pull through 2. And that is your single crochet. No fuss, no muss. Super easy. The key, of course, is when you get to the end of your row, go back and count your stitches to make sure you have the right amount. In a pattern, you might see something like this. SC and the next ST across. That means you work 1 single crochet in every stitch of the row. Or you might see SC in the next 3 STS, which means work a single crochet into the next 3 stitches, 1 at a time. Your correctly made single crochet should sit flat, have an even V at the top, and feel snug but not stiff on your hook. If it's difficult to insert your hook, then your tension is too tight. If the stitch slides around or feels loose, ease up, but slightly control your yarn a little bit better as you wrap through. One of the most common single crochet mistakes is splitting the stitch. That means instead of going under both parts of your V, you only went through one. And that's going to make you have an uneven or wonky single crochet. That's not what you want when you're making a fabric that looks like this. The second mistake is inconsistent tension between the two pulls. Remember, the single crochet has two yarn overs, one pull through during your insertion and the one that you use to close the stitch. If your pull through is tight the first time and loose the second time, your stitch is going to be uneven. That means your fabric is going to be uneven, and that's not what you want. A lopsided fabric is not going to give you what you're looking for. My personal recommendation is practice your stitches. It doesn't matter how long you've been crocheting. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And of course, there is the third mistake, which is skipping the turning chain or miscounting it. At the end of every row, your chain should be the one right before turning. That chain is the one that doesn't count as a stitch, but is the start of your next row. Your first single crochet is that first actual pull through that you're creating that stitch with. The turning chain in most patterns doesn't actually count. If you skip that first real stitch, you're going to lose your fabric and you're not going to have even sides like this. Keep an eye on your row's edges. In the beginning, maybe put a stitch marker at the beginning and end of your row so that you keep your count consistent. And here is what I want you to really take away from this episode. The single crochet is not a beginner stitch. It's a universal stitch. It's the one that every other stitch in crochet is built from, modified from, or defined in relation to. When you understand the single crochet and the real anatomy at core level, the fact that it's 2 legs and 1 crown, what the insertion point is, you have the framework for understanding each and every stitch that comes after this. Tension is not a personality trait. It is not something that you either have or you don't. Tension is a mechanical outcome of how you hold, wrap, and pull. And now you know exactly where the single crochet's tension lives, in those 2 yarn overs, those 2 pulls. You know exactly where to make adjustments and when something isn't working. Next week, in episode 5, we are moving into the half double crochet, specifically into the 3rd loop. Most tutorials mention it, and almost none of them explain what it actually is, why it exists, or what it does to your fabric when you work into it. We are going to fix that. Okay, bestie, if this has been fun or possibly even educational for you, do me a favor. Drop a light bulb emoji in the comments and let me know. Was your tension for your single crochet a struggle, or is there something else tripping you up? I genuinely want to know. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of the episodes for the Cozy Encyclopedia, as new episodes drop every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central. And until I see you again, have some fun today. Take care. Bye-bye.